Okay. Welcome to Hangman Tarot Live. We are live. Yes, we are live. All right, this is Hangman Tarot. I'm going to get going on some shuffling here, but we're going to be doing 2 personal intuitive readings. So this isn't necessarily going to resonate with you. So it's not for every zodiac sign. It's not going to be for everybody, but it is going to be for somebody. I just felt like I needed to get on live. I felt like I needed to do a few readings, and I don't know why, but I did. I can't really explain it. While we're here, right away, initially, I want to make sure that you go ahead and hit subscribe. Check out any comment or make any comments below, any questions that you might have, as well as go check out our Facebook and Instagram. Go check them out, follow them, like them, share them, whatever you need to do. Let's get this growing for Hangman Tarot so we can get bigger lives and more company, more energy, more love, more the merrier. And eventually, as of now, I couldn't see it doing any better. Yeah, make sure you hit subscribe though. Subscribe. Hangman Tarot. And I am Jordan. I am Hanged Man Tarot. I am the Hanged Man. Is it in reverse or upright? That's the question. All right. I think I spelled that wrong. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to be drawing some cards from my tarot deck. And whatever comes out, comes out. If it resonates with you, please invite it. Please use it. Please use it for any and all intentions of good. Something to help move you throughout your days, giving you some type of hope for the next few days or the next year, maybe the next breath. And if it does not resonate, please just take what you can from this and run with it. Do one more. I think I've already said that. That's all right. Okay. I'm going to split the deck. Okay. First card up is our 2 of Earth, 2 of Pentacles. That is reverse. Next card up, 10 of Pentacles, and that is upright. We have our Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands, and that is in reverse. Okay. So it's just kind of starting out, going over the main focus of things is just talking about maybe getting some priorities straight. So there's some issues or underlining issues of just kind of being out of whack or in disarray, maybe disorganized, maybe you just aren't able to keep it together. So this is basically the intention of this main focus is letting you know that you're overcommitted. So that is the main focus of this reading, is just somebody who is at a loss for what to do, how to make sure everything fits into a specific place, how to make sure that everything is to a T on the schedule, make sure all your commitments are made, make sure that if you put it on the scheduling book that you maintain and you get to that appointment or whatever you write down. If you make a date and you write it down, go to it, go take care of the situation, whatever it is that you need to do. But when we stay organized, when we stay neat and tidy and we keep ourselves together, it does help to alleviate any anxiety or any stress. So that is a huge bonus for being organized. Sometimes if you're overly organized, it can be a little bit of a hassle and it can stress you out as well. It can create an anxiety in itself. But I think just kind of adding to this is just making sure that you have a stable home and that you're, making smart moves, and so that you're able to make those, make the financials in a specific time frame. So it's, yeah, you definitely want to reach a completion on something. So you're wanting to reach a completion, probably on something financial or business, but there is something big in store. And if you're not able to organize and get to the things that you need to get to check off the boxes or the marks on the notepad that you need to check off, you're not going to get into that good money or that good business or those good relationships. It's all about timing the tasks perfectly. Making sure that, when you get up in the morning, you do things specifically attuned to that organization. So getting your shit together is basically the idea here, and not being messy Bessie, and, being a little bit lazy Larry. I'm sorry if those are your names. I just cannot even explain this any further, but just get your act together is kind of what it's implying here. And it's definitely wanting you to do that. Probably just a huge factor surrounding this whole thing, a cause maybe, is depression or feeling like you're underwater, and you might be almost like a drowning feeling, but you're used to feeling light and happy, but there's something going on here. Probably, I don't think it could be around a person though. Let me draw another card. There's a feeling, definitely a feeling of emotional heaviness. So when we are emotionally heavy, of course, we're going to be a hot mess. Of course. Ain't nobody couldn't have put nothing in files. Nothing's going in Tupperwares and putting them up and labeling them. We're depressed. And when we feel like we're heavy, like water is weighing down on us, we aren't doing shit. We're going to lay there. We ain't going to do shit. We're going to eat, watch TV. Oh. Okay. So you definitely, I got a 4 of Wands. You're definitely on the ends of knowing how to celebrate, and you know how to rejoice and claim, reclaim rewards of hard work. So it's just all about the nature of like getting your shit done, maintaining it, having this huge celebration and whatever it is that you have done and you have made to a completion. And then finding yourself in a place where you can rejoice, you can have a party because you did make the appointments, you did set things up, you did financially benefit yourself by working your ass off. So when you're done working your ass off, I want you to go home and celebrate and reward yourself. But there is a huge project, and you are used to maintaining some sort of sanity through these kind of things, and you're able to get to that reward. You're able to get to that celebratory feeling, and what those good times feel like. You do. It's just right behind you. It's not very far. So you can almost, you can almost touch it. Just keep your head up, keep your sanity, stay organized, discipline in this practice, and you will be just fine. It's very, very much, this is crucial to not fail. Don't fail, please. I can't handle it. All right, King of Swords. Eight of Swords. So you're not trying to worry. You're not trying to make a big fuss about things, and that's fine. But it's like you got other people that are probably depending on you that, they're making a fuss about it because it's going to be, they're going to take it personally when it comes out on them when you're not able to do certain things because you're in this big, crazy mess. So there's just this, this huge focus of just being very unorganized, but you're definitely trying to not worry about it. But it's almost as if you're not wanting to let go of the illusion that it's fine, because it's clearly not. I mean, it's coming up in a reading, and whomever this resonates with, please take this and run with this and do this. So again, that King of Swords, it's that authority. It's just making sure that you have that on point. This man is rigid, and he has lots of power, and he's very, very good counsel. You should take a few pointers from this one. I mean, yeah, he might be a nerdy science guy, and he might be a little bit boring, but this guy is not worried, and it's not an illusion. This guy knows his shit. He's organized. He's got all of his shit going on. Home front's good. Business is good. And he gets to be nerdy, and he gets to celebrate in that because he's gone far and beyond to make sure that his nerdiness does him justice. Okay. So that's where you are on that. So you definitely need to get your priorities right. And if he were to speak to you, he would say, listen, go do these things, make sure that you're ready to do them. And it's almost like I get a feeling that it doesn't even matter if you're ready, because it's time. It's time, definitely time. So coming up, you're going to be around another individual, definitely water sign. It is romantic, hopefully. This person's sensitive, pretty imaginative, loves to be in love, pretty much. The art of this individual is going to be shading the truth. So you might be a little careful with this crazy cat, because this individual, this someone, is a dreamer, and she's imagining everything, and she loves the love. So it's not even that she might love you. She just loves the idea of love, dreaming. Okay, Page of Swords. And next up, we got our Seven of Fire reverse. Okay. So you do have some fears. You're definitely fearing the fact that you have to take risks. So you are fearing that you might cause problems taking any kind of chances or taking any kind of new things happening. But it appears that that's not what's going to happen as long as you got the right foot forward. You don't want to risk your spiritual or your mental level at all. And you're pretty confident that it will, but these are just, again, these are just your fears. So it's not something that actually is. It's just, again, it's imaginary. It's illusion. It hasn't happened yet. I promise. It says it right here in the cards. It does. It does. So yeah, those are your, that is definitely something that you're fearing. And another line to that is just you feeling overwhelmed and you're tired. You're just tired as hell. And life in general, and when you're unorganized, gives you that feeling, anxiety. So you have some tendencies and anxieties coming in with this. But as we were speaking about it before, you just got to make sure that your authority is in the lead, and you're going to be just fine in that sense. Okay, 2 more cards. All right. Okay. So some influences that might get in the way of your journey ahead into the future with, this new practice of maintaining all of your priorities and putting them all in line and putting them in the correct place. Some things that might come into play here is just being kind of passive in the situation. And this situation needs action. So that is something that might come up again and again. So it's just something that your brain is used to doing. And then all of a sudden you're switching things up. So just remember that it takes a little bit of time. And you are in the future here. So in the future, affecting this situation is definitely going to be being closed off to anybody around you. So even this water sign that came up, this might be something that you want to bring that in a little bit and try not to close off, because it's good to give your worries, to the person whom you're with. And aggressiveness. So just making sure with the aggressiveness, just trying to maintain emotionally and taking care of your emotional needs. So lots of self-care would be much needed here. An outcome, or maybe leading into the future and beyond. So there is word on the street is there might be a breakup. That's not for me. It's from the cards, I swear. Or separation, maybe an illness, or just in general, there might be a release of energy. But this doesn't have to be a crisis that is developing. It doesn't have to be a crisis being made. It could actually mean that you're releasing this energy for good reasons, because we don't always know the reason for things until we get there. And then again, it switches up. It could always switch up. So understand that no matter how you get there, you're going to be just fine. And as long as you maintain that habit and that practice, get that brain going to doing something else besides being crazy and anxiety riddled and disorganized and your priorities are all over the place, get your shit together, hone in on a focus, pull it together, get your priorities straight, and keep walking that line. Because I don't care if a breakup or separation or a death or an illness, nothing can break you from your task. Nothing can break you from your focus as long as you have your heart in it. Just lead with that. Lead with the heart. Okay. We're going to do one more reading. And again, these are personal readings. They're intuitive readings. I don't usually have a specific plan with my card. I can do spreads, but again, this is super intuitive. Just popping up. Okay. I'm going to get some shuffles going. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel, Hangman Tarot, and go check out the Facebook and the Instagram. Share, like, follow on those. But don't forget to subscribe so you can come back all your future readings and all of your love readings, your current energies. And I am using my Good Tarot deck if you're interested. I love the artwork on the cards. I love the pictures. They're beautiful. Okay. And if you are watching live, make sure that you share this on your Facebook, share it on your Snapchat, share it on your Instagram. It'll bring in more people. Be like, hey, this is a really cool tarot reader. Come on in. Hangman Tarot. Can't get much better than that. And guess what? We won't even know the point of view until we get in there. And it'll still be a little bit silly when we get in there. Because it is Hangman Tarot. And we don't really have any rules. We just seeing things as they are. I have rules. No cussing. All right. Okay, we got our Justice card. 7 of Swords, and that is upright. Ten of Cups. Isn't he cute? It's the Buddha. Hello, Buddha. Got our Ace of Swords. Doesn't she look heavenly? Good Lord. All right. Give me a minute so I can feel these. Definitely feel these. Okay, so I'm going to feel like going a little backwards almost with this. So I'm going to go a little bit backwards and I'm going to talk to you about your past. Because in the past, there's almost like an overconfidence that had you ended up in some type of legal trouble. So there was trouble with the law or some type of legal issue. Maybe court came up, maybe jail, who freaking knows here. And, you know, taking any kind of like experiences here or taking risks in general ended you up in that situation. So again, there was like an overly confident thing going on about you. You kind of thinking you're invincible. You think you can't do any wrong. Well, that's going to land you up in jail because we all have boundaries, Buster. And we definitely have places where we cannot go. And the law will show up. They do. They show up and they let you know. So there was a risk to your mental and your spiritual health for sure in that situation, kind of making you feel as if you did not belong anymore. You definitely were feeling like the reasoning for this is just a subtraction of your happy. So it seems like you definitely were in a place, a pivotal place, a place of like transformation, a place where you had to feel sad before you felt happy. So you definitely are in the understanding that that's where you were at. It was a really tricky situation and you felt almost as if you had to be on alert all the time. Something to do with that, something to do with anxiety also again. So the issue at hand is just making sure that you're taking care of your legal issues, taking care of any type of court documents or anything like that. Making sure that you have a balance within your life because you have you're away from that situation. But again, it can come and it can bite you right in the ass and be like, hey, I'm here because you forgot about me. And now I'm here. And now there's an abundance of me. So we don't want to double or triple the issue because you forget to do what it is that you're supposed to do as far as this legal matter. Okay. So you definitely are feeling this situation. You're feeling as if there's a huge delay. And there was this huge potential for newness and new projects and new everything on the home front, but there's a huge delay. There could even be maybe a little bit of, yeah, it could even be like a delay in your confidence now. So you almost feel like you're just kind of puttered out and you're like, well, fuck this. Screw it. I'm over it. Because you feel like you can't get ahead once we're in that kind of situation. You feel like you cannot get ahead. You feel like you just constantly, you're swimming, but it's upstream. So you're not going anywhere. But that is not the case here. I'm just telling you what it isn't. There is potential for something different. But again, there's a lack of confidence and there's a lack of financial anything. So there's a lack of money, a lack of, thinking that you're good enough to do this kind of shit. But it really did a number on you, this whole situation, this legal matter. It did a number on you, which is not to be surprised. I think that's what it's supposed to do. But again, you need to stop it. Get your shit together, because that was a while ago. Maybe it was 2 days ago. It doesn't matter. Get your shit together, okay? You do not have to make that situation who you are. So just keep it moving forward and onward. You're feeling a little bit stuck, and you're feeling like there's no way out, and there's a lot of tension going on within and around you. Yeah, you just need to look at the situation. You need to look at it really, really deeply and understand that that was a growth, that experience, whatever, even if you're behind bars or you're behind, the, what do you sit on in court? I don't even know. The benches at court. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make you or break you. It just literally is something that was a part of your life. And it was like a flash in your life, like a speck, if you will, because your life has way more demands. It's way cooler than just that moment of drama in the jail cell. Okay. So stop seeing the situation as if it was so uncomfortable that you can no longer go on, because you're causing delay in your life. You're causing delay probably in your relationships even. So stop doing that, because your confidence is depending on this. And without that confidence, which really helps to lead you, you're not going to get any further. All right. Got 2 more cards left here. Okay. 8 of Wand, Ace of Sword, okay, so here comes, this is just that whole, like, the glitches and the delays that is definitely has been an influence on this entire situation. So you're definitely have been frustrated by this, but this is very self-induced, this whole entire situation. But these influences are very self-induced, because we don't have to be frustrated. I know that it's human of us, but what is that going to give you? If you carry your energy in a frustrated manner, you're going to receive frustration. So stop doing that. What's going to lead you into your outcome or to your future better self or to your more divine self is definitely doing more of that internal work and just clearing up the needs, creating a sense of direction, really building that bond in that relationship with your confidence again, and knowing that you didn't leave it, in the situation that you were in, like you still have it. So you need to stop it. You need to stop it. because those things are not a big deal. They are, again, just something you can learn from. If we look at all F-ups and all, you know, things that have gone wrong as growth, I mean, we might grow up someday. Yeah. Hello. Good. How are you? Someday. How do you say that? Tatiana? Tatiana? Am I butchering it? Okay. Yes. Please do. I would love for you to. And it is correct. I did not butcher your name. Thank God. Tatiana. What is Pentelis? Hello, Jane. Why does Pentelis silent? Why is Pentelis silent? Is this like a ghosting situation? Like, is this Mr. or Mrs. Pentelis not calling you back? Is that what's happened here? And they just went quiet? Is this your special person? Okay. Well, if they were really, really special, they wouldn't be quiet. And I'll tell you one thing, silence is your answer. Because anybody who loves you will call your ass. That is the God's honest truth. I'm not a dating guru at all, but I have seen some ghosts. And that is them saying to you that you deserve better. But I can draw a card for you. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's long distance or not. Like, you literally, I know it's like the worst thing to hear, but like silence is the answer. It says so many things. It's the most disrespectful thing a human being can do to another human being. It actually causes physical pain. And you can take an ibuprofen for it because it honestly, it is physically sickening when that happens to you. And I mean, you could have a ghost even after like 2 years. Like, that's a thing. It's emotional manipulation. I've looked into it. Okay. Okay. So I just drew reverse tower. So yeah, this separation or situation in general is just speaking volumes about some kind of issue developing. So there is an issue developing. So there actually is some dishonesty, and there actually might be something that will be revealed to you, and it will transform your entire life. You don't know it, and you probably won't know it when it happens, but it will, because you'll look back on this and you'll be like, that chick on the computer was dead ass. Okay. So there is some kind of issue developing, and the secret, it will be revealed. But when he calls you, don't be like, yay. Be like, no, boy, do not answer. Because you don't want to be involved in his drama if he can't even involve you. There's always an issue that they don't want you to know about when they don't answer. So his silence is because there's nothing good to say. He has nothing that you want to hear. He doesn't respect you. He's allowing a situation or even a breakup over this type of response. None. That's a response, though. That is one of the most infamous responses because nobody knows what to do with it because everybody thinks they need closure. Well, you know, take this closure and go shove it up Pantilla's booty. He don't deserve you, girl. You know who deserves you? You. Jane, would you like to ask a question? You're welcome, sugar. Jane, what's your zodiac sign? Me too. I am a Taurus also. So you must be beautiful too. Very nice. So you know what your future looks like. You are going to start a new job and you're going to kick ass at it because I'm sorry, but when Taurus do it, we do it well. We may be lazy little turds, but we can kick ass at some work. Split. Okay. Got 6 of Cups, Empress reverse, and then we have 9 of Cups also. So it's very mental. So you're all up in your head, I'm assuming. Okay, so there was a past breakup, maybe. It seems like some memories are coming up and it's very nostalgic and it's very much got you in your head. So you're very much reminiscing over certain things. But if you are working, girl, you do not need those boys a bugging because they get in the way, they interfere. So memories make us feel a little wishy-washy. And with this Empress in reverse, you're definitely not giving yourself enough kudos because, honey, you are woman. Hear you roar. Like, you ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for men. You got time for you, Jane. And you definitely, ooh, girl, Scorpio rising. You are a saucy thing. Yeah, so this Empress ain't got shit on you, but it is in reverse. So it's telling me that the memories that have kind of come up, there was a healing after some type of situation, breakup, maybe even an experience, a challenge, just a relationship in general. But there was something that was going on that came up and you're seeking love. You're feeling like you need some comfort, like almost like a old school, like, you know, home comfort. So you're just feeling very, you know, lovey-dovey and, you know, squishy. So, but the Empress is upside down. So that makes me think that you're normally, you know, in charge kind of lady, but this type of thing it'll make you a lovey-dovey type. It will make you un-Empress like. It'll make you wishy-washy for sure. So, okay. So it's not, okay, I'll do an outcome card too. So basically the memories are coming from some type of indulgence or maybe some desires that weren't actually being met for you. So the memories with this other person. Probably. Yeah, almost guarantee it, especially if it's time for you two to like intertwine. Like there's times where you guys are supposed to be together and you've already been together and like that lapses and who knows in the other realms. Like, can you imagine? It's almost like, what is that called? Deja vu, and you're both having it. Yeah, it's almost like ding, 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 it's time to hang out with that person. So even if you were with this person or weren't with this person, you definitely were in a place where you're not feeling fulfilled. So even if you meet your twin flame, eventually that may occur, because that doesn't always turn out just because we think that they're twin flame, that they're going to be this or that. I mean, there's a lot of agitation that comes with the twin flame. There's a lot of battling with them. Oh, look at her. Honey, this is your outcome, girl. So she's the diva. This is the diva of my deck, and she's amazing. So your outcome sounds like it's going to be amazing as you move forward into this business or into your new job. So I don't think you have an issue. I just think that you definitely are feeling that nostalgia. Yeah, like, because that will knock you over like a couple shots and a beer. Like, that will knock you over and you will be exhausted from it. It is energetically draining. It's just, it's almost like it just takes you back there. Like, I have a lot of childhood smells bring it up, and I'm like, ooh, and I go back there, and it's emotional and it's draining. But it's also it's very confusing. So have you tried cord cutting? And it's almost like when you're having that, to accept it too. So not even just the resistance of it, but like accepting how you feel, even though it may feel a little bit uncomfortable and we're not used to it, we have to accept it like it's our baby and be like, you know what, you ugly, but I got you. Okay. So if you had a baby, it came out looking a little funny, you'd be like, I love you anyway, girl. I love you. So just love and accept every single thing that you feel, even if it's good, even if it's bad. Because, I mean, it's a part of you. But, you know, those memories are super important and vital. Sorry. I know. I just went into the whole ugly baby thing. Like, oh! When I'm on here, I feel like sometimes I just blurt things out. But that's what I'm doing when I'm intuitively reading. So I'm just like, hold it back in. No, I hope things work out for your job, your new job. It's going to be great. You're already great. It's going to be amazing. And you are diva. Your outcome, again, it was that diva card. And that woman is amazing. She is bad to the bone. I don't know. I have no idea. It's been something that I've always dealt with my entire life. I used to think I was just kind of a dick, and I thought I was like judgmental, but I was actually very good judge of character. So I was able to feel some, like my soul would feel their soul immediately, and I knew them. And it was very uncomfortable. A lot of things happened in my life to where like it would get in the middle of relationships, friendships, even in like in my own home, like with my family. Like it definitely, like I always know. And then like the sequence of events always leads me to something, but I always knew in the process that it was happening. So, but like with people, yeah, I'll take one look at somebody and I definitely know who they are. Sometimes it's overwhelming and sometimes it's just like, whatever. But sometimes it's like, I'm called to be like, goodbye. But sometimes I'm like, hey, I know you. Like, we're friends. And they're like, huh? But I see shapes when I'm up against another individual. I'll usually see shapes, and I don't see them. I feel them. So I don't know how to explain it. And it's like I know. And again, there's just like the logic of the heart. And then I had to train myself on a few specific things and bring them both together so I could bring logic and heart. Because, you know, I was very emotional and I was responsive that way. So, but the logics help to kind of wrangle it in. So I use both of them now. But with cards, I don't know. A friend of mine told me that I was like doing a really good job reading them, even though I didn't know how. I'd never done it. But for some reason, it was like a book. Still is. Except for when I'm on here, I feel like eventually, like like it'll get better. But I just feel like any energies can like stareball me. And I'm like, so it gets a little scary. Okay. All right, people. I am done. I came here and I did a job. And I knew I was going to do a job. I knew I was going to have somebody ask for a reading too. And I haven't been. I mean, these are just my first beginning readings. So make sure you guys subscribe to Hangman Tarot. And again, I am Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. And please go follow, share, like, spread the news, Hangman Tarot. Get it out everywhere. Make sure that you share all the lives that you guys end up coming to, okay? And I will see you again soon.